All right, day 190. We're reaching soon 200, the day 200. And so it's Monday. I've been developing quite a bit of things when it comes to my book series, different world building stuff. I didn't write anything today. I mainly just sat in thought and I'll be honest with you, I've been a bit distracted from like YouTube, etc. But it's day 190. I'm still getting on with it. I'm still like building the world. I did today build a group called Vardskal. So this book series is very much like Norwegian inspired, Norse inspired, and that's something I would probably like give as beginner advice whenever you're trying to like write something or trying to begin writing something. The only way that you will actually continue doing it is by wanting to do it. So if you put a lot of things you actually want to write about and you want to have in a world you're building, it will be much easier for you to continue actually writing scenes in that world. So that's why I'm trying to make it a bit Norwegian inspired, the book series, because I am originally Norwegian and I find just Norwegians and Vikings fucking badass. That's the reason. And so I created this group of people called Vardskal, and they're a bit of a combination of the Sampi people, which was an indigenous people or group of people in Norway that was a bit suppressed, etc. And these people in Norway used to have like abilities to talk with spirits, etc. I don't know if I'm going to go fully like into the religionist aspect within the book series. I'm not that religious type of person either. And I'm probably just going to do like J.K. Rowling and just keep religion like fully out of the book series. I know George R. Martin, for example, heavily leans on like the seven gods and the Lord of Light, etc. But I think as a starter, as a start project, like it's still a very big project. I only started fiction writing for about 6 months ago. I think it's fine to just keep religion out of it, like right now at the moment. I'm just gonna take a sip of water real quick. A large sip of water. So I've also started to make a system called Rocknir. If you're a self-improver, I'm guessing you like going to like the gym and trying to stay healthy, eating clean, etc. And now you're kind of at the point where you want to make something or have a profession, which is quite meaningful. That at least that's what I'm trying to do. When I'm building this book series, etc. And YouTube channel in that case, I'll be honest. And I kind of just lost my thought there. Yeah, I just fully lost thought. Yeah. That's awkward. Let me try and... As I was saying that... I'm basically... I'm creating a system called Rocknir, which is like a training system within a warrior school, which I have in my series, which is like where the main plot will most likely happen. I actually don't know the main plot still, but it's inspired from many of my interests in real life. And as a creative like writer, I think taking inspiration from what you're already interested in your real life is one heck of a smart idea, because that will actually like make you stay on it. I've continued for about 190 days now. That's over 6 months, and I'm not going to stop either. I started this journey on Twitter, on X. I started daily logging Now I'm doing it just via YouTube. You could probably tell how like unstructured this video is because I literally didn't warm up before the video started. And yeah, I just want to give like full on insight on what it is actually like behind the scenes. Today I didn't write anything. I mainly world built different things. The main thing was the World Skull group, which will be like a helpful group in my book series. I have no idea what the fuck they are really. And Rocknir is something I developed over the past weekend. And then I also did some research. I always, after I've like written for 1 hour or written thoughts as kind of world build in my notebook, then I always have like a dedicated research session which lasts 45 minutes, where I typically look at the questions I've written down, like of what I have to understand from the previous 1 hour of writing. I just write down everything I don't understand. I write it down. I can actually show you. I have this main notebook right here. This is the main notebook. I just write a lot of what ifs, what if that happened, what if that happened. And whenever I come to a point where I actually need to research a topic, for example, I had to research kitchenware, which was a very random thing. Where like, what does a feasting hall have? How does an open kitchen look like? And what kind of kitchenware does that open kitchen have when it's only carnivore? It's very random, but my warrior skull, which is in the book series, is carnivore. There is only carnivore because I am carnivore, and that's why I don't eat any vegetables. I don't eat any carbs. I try to avoid them, most of them, and that's why I have to learn. Okay, how does this kitchen look like? So I just write down some questions on this separate notebook, which is specifically for research questions that I put down. And when I start the research session, I just look at this notebook. And I look at the first question and I start working down. Just you could use Chrome, you could use ChatGPT. Just make sure you actually like learn it and apply it in the world. That's what I think, at least. So yeah, I'm guessing this is day 190. I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully you learned something new, and yeah, we'll see you later. What a terrible ending. Fuck.